think Marvel stole the show. Like,
Really?
Is there any denying that?
Yeah, but I mean, we'll get
really?
into that. Yeah, I do.
I don't know.
But
I mean, we weren't there. We don't know.
Yeah,
we didn't watch it, so we have no idea. But as far as stuff that I'm excited about and stuff that I care about more, I was more excited reading the Marvel stuff. So, and that's all this news is us reading stuff, because there's no leaked trailers, there's no photos, anything. It's all written descriptions online. So, there was a clip shown from Captain America Civil War. There was a lot of concept art shown for Doctor Strange. And that was pretty much the two big things that were focused on regarding Marvel at D23. Gio, why don't you explain to them what the footage of Civil War was?
Okay, so this was a pretty lengthy trailer, we'll call it, for Civil War. But just to quickly summarize, the footage showed a chase scene between Cap, Falcon, and Black Widow. And they were all trying to stop Crossbones, who was attempting I'll call it a bombing mission. All right, we don't know if it's a suicide or whatnot. So basically,
some type of terrorist act, right?
Yeah. So Crossbones taunts Cap by saying, Bucky Barnes, your pal, he remembered you, and whatnot. And then there was also that post-credit scene that we saw of Ant-Man.
Oh, a little like extended version of it, right?
Extended version of showing Bucky, Falcon, and Cap. And then we have some narration from General Thunderbolt Ross, played by William Hurt, telling Captain America, "The world owes you an unpayable debt, but sometimes." Oh wait, never mind.
Well, it said sometimes they see him as a vigilante rather than a hero.
Yeah, I started reading Tony.
And then they showed some tension between Cap and Tony, kind of similar to what we got in Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Tony's telling Cap
wants to punch him in his perfect teeth.
I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
Yeah, those were the words. And then apparently there was a clip of Black Panther showing him with his claws, right? I can't wait to see that,
his
man.
retractable claws.
Awesome.
Black Widow faces off against Hawkeye, and then they have a little bit of a chat while they're fighting. We're still friends, right? And then Hawkeye's like, "Depends on how hard you hit me." And then finally, it was like a little bit of a after the trailer, when they show a logo, then they show another clip. I don't know what that's called, but
the very last scene of the trailer.
They show Scott Lang meeting Captain America and his buddies for the first time. And then Scott Lang pretty much fanboys out.
Yeah,
he goes, "Captain America, it's an honor. I'm shaking your hand too long." And then he rambles about, how there's tons of heroes in the world, and he, gave Ant-Man a call, and he's like, "Thanks for thanking of me." And then thank you for thinking of me.
Dude, that totally fits with Paul Rudd.
Yeah, it was a nice.
If he really met Captain America,
Yeah, it was a nice.
I can't wait.
Moment.
Jake, what do you think of this? The sound of this trailer. Does it sound cool to you?
It's epic.
Yeah, dude.
This movie's at this point my most anticipated for next year.
Really?
Yeah, it's just. It already was before I read the trailer description, but then I read the trailer description. It's just like, what the Russo brothers are doing. Like, I haven't seen the footage, obviously, but what the Russo brothers have been able to do with all these characters, but still focus it on Captain America, while still making it that Winter Soldier feel we got, the very serious tone, with the little jokes here and there, because you have someone like Ant-Man, obviously, in it. But what got me is, because I've read the comic books, is when I read that there was a shot of Cap and Winter Soldier fighting alongside each other.
That's gonna be awesome.
It got me for some reason. It's a little bit of a nostalgia for me, just because I've read the comic books and I know. But yeah, I mean, Black Panther, Falcon, Scarlet Witch. I mean, just having everybody. I also heard that Vision's got a totally new suit on.
Oh. That's cool.
So, it's gonna be nuts, and I can't wait to see the footage. I'm sure it won't be here until December when Star Wars rolls around, but it's gonna be really, really cool.
Yeah, I really don't mind that we don't get any footage
either,
right now. I can wait, dude. Yeah. We still got movies this year to look forward to, so I really don't mind. I think this sounds amazing. It's consistent with Marvel, with the humor and the fun, but it's also consistent with the Captain America movies, or at least Winter Soldier. You know, it sounds like it has that serious tone. And don't forget, Winter Soldier had a lot of comedy in it too, especially the bantering between Black Widow and Cap and stuff like that. So it's not totally out of pocket to have that humor in this movie, and especially with Ant-Man, dude. You know, Paul Rudd as Scott Lang is going to be that comedic relief in these Marvel movies, especially if we're going to slowly see Robert Downey Jr. take a step back. I think Paul Rudd's going to take over that role as the comedic relief. But yeah, as you can tell, we all love what we're hearing from this Captain America Civil War footage. And like I said, I'm not really upset that we don't get to watch it. No trailer is expected to be released soon, right, Gio?
Well, I'm going to say, yeah, I mean, no official announcement, but I'm going to say we're going to get a teaser.
With Star Wars.
Within the next month, and an official trailer with Star Wars.
That would make sense.
Really?
I think so.
Wow. Well, okay.
I mean, who knows? I don't think so, but I think by Star Wars, at least a teaser.
Well, I think they're going to spend the next few months focusing on The Force Awakens.
Oh, definitely.
And then once The Force Awakens comes out, boom, Civil War.
Oh, yeah. So, moving on with Marvel, so apparently, from what I heard, they showed like a whole, kind of like a trailer of concept art put together for the Doctor Strange movie. Mm-hmm. And the Doctor Strange movie is going to be the Marvel movie following Captain America Civil War. I think it comes out later in the year. November. So, yeah. So, it's directed by Scott Derrickson, the director of the first Sinister movie, and from what I'm hearing, the concept art was amazing. From what I heard, I don't know what was in it, but Gio, do you know any information about that?
Yeah. So real quickly, Kevin Feige took the stage and introduced a sizzle reel, and I'll get into that in a moment. But there was a video message from Benedict Cumberbatch, basically teasing Doctor Strange. It's about girls, cars, explosions, and astral projections into multiple universes. Because Stephen Strange, prior to his accident, he's like a Tony Stark.
A playboy, okay.
He's like Robert Downey Jr. in real life.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
so
a
that's why I said
neurosurgeon,
girls and cars and explosions.
which would be interesting. I want to see.
I can't wait to see Benedict Cumberbatch play that role.
Player, yeah.
That's going to be awesome, dude. Wow.
Yeah. So Feige goes on to say that Doctor Strange will be as weird as anything we've ever done, and a couple other people rephrased what he said. Like one source mentioned that the concept art was some intriguing physics-defying stuff on display, with cities twisted and transformed in scenes that look straight out of Inception, along with cars flying through the air in strange helix shapes. There's lots of comparisons from this footage to Inception.
Wow,
as far as visually.
That's very encouraging. I love to hear that.
And furthermore, let's see, there was a artwork of Cumberbatch wearing a very traditional version of Doctor Strange outfit, including the red cape and the gray hair on his temples. There was a rough sequence of plot events from Doctor Strange's accident to his search for the healer in foreign lands, the ancient one, all the way to him firing energy bolts from his hands. And the footage confirmed Chiwetel Ejiofor as the villain Baron Mordor, which was shown in the concept art, and he was. They teased a little bit of a battle between him and Strange at the end. But yeah, that's pretty much the rundown of Doctor Strange.
Dude, this movie is slowly becoming one of my most anticipated, man. I cannot wait. I didn't know much about Doctor Strange a year ago, but since it got closer to the movie, and ever since that Easter egg in Civil War, in Winter Soldier, my bad, I've been really looking up on the character, and I can't wait. And you guys have you guys seen that animated movie? I know,
Yes.
Gio, you've seen it, right? I heard it's pretty good. I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard is that the movie's going to be similar to that animated movie. Mm-hmm. So I can't wait. I love Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. I think he's going to kill it. And this is going to show how Marvel can play into different genres. You know, we get the heist movie with Ant-Man. We get the political thriller with Winter Soldier, and it looks like we're getting some type of horror type different dimension movie. I don't know what you would call that. Sci-fi movie.
True sci-fi, anyway.
So how does this all sound to you, Jake? Are you looking forward to Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I mean, it's up there for me for sure. I mean, I'm not gonna get all like super crazy about concept art just because.
And who knows if that concept art made it to the movie?
I haven't seen it, so I can't really be like, oh yeah, but it's gonna kill it. I love Scott Derrickson as the choice just because of his horror background, but also because I think it's a great move by Marvel because Doctor Strange opens up the Marvel twice as big as Guardians did with the dimensions and all that kind of stuff. It's going to change what we know about the MCU. It's going to open up some crazy things going on. I like what I'm hearing about the colors and the start sequences they're going for, and the comparison to Inception is unreal. But it's hard to believe just because it is concept art. There's no footage, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, Chiwetel Ejiofor. Wow, I can't wait to see this guy as a villain in a Marvel film. I think it's gonna be awesome.
That's especially as a sorcerer,
oh man,
evil sorcerer.
Him and Cumberbatch on screen,
amazing.
Awesome. Please don't waste them.
Yeah, let me ask you guys this. So a lot of people thought that in Ant-Man, when he goes to the quantum realm, that it had something to do with Doctor Strange. But a lot of people say no way, that it's a different, because the quantum realm is a physical thing, and what Doctor Strange goes to is like a spiritual realm. So do you guys think that has anything to do with each other? Because those helix shapes, we saw those in the quantum realm when Ant-Man went there.
I read up that Kevin Feige indeed confirmed that it
is connected.
Teased, or I don't want to say teased, more than teased. It's somehow connected.
I like that because it subtly connects all the MCU movies. Do you think that it is connected?
Yeah. That was definitely a nod to Doctor Strange, and I think that it's gonna. I'll just say that it might play out with a certain character called Hank Pym.
Yes, I honestly. So, this is a little bit spoilers for Ant-Man, but it's been out for a while now. So, Janet Van Dyne, Hank Pym's wife, went to the quantum realm, and she's stuck there. And at the end of Ant-Man, Hank Pym realizes that he can go to the quantum realm and come back because Ant-Man did it. So he says, "Is it possible?" How about Doctor Strange in Ant-Man 2? He pulls Wasp out of the quantum realm. That would be awesome. I think it's totally a possibility.
Something like that happening. I mean, that's
Or maybe it doesn't have to be in Ant-Man. Maybe it can be in Infinity War. Who knows? We need the original Wasp back to kill Thanos.
What do you think?
Who knows?
No, I mean, it's a possibility, but it's just because there's so much going on already. It's hard to think that opening up another plot story like that, it'd be hard. But it's a total possibility.
Well, if anything, Ant-Man 2 won't come until Phase 4, right? So you figure Infinity War 2, half these fools are going to be wiped out.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get Ant-Man 2.
By far.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move on from Marvel.